Good morning, everyone. This is Srikant Rajan. Welcome back to the Stock Market Podcast from MPIinvest.com, the only community where you get guided assistance to invest in stock market, bonds, mutual funds, fixed deposits, and all kinds of insurance. If you're not a part of this amazing community yet, visit our website MPIinvest.com to join the free investment community. Coming to stock market, the Nifty opened with a big gap up at almost more than 130 points up by 17,770, and from there it went on a continuous rally touching 17,919. So 17,900 continued to be a major resistance, and we could see it kind of reversing from there. And at the last 1 hour, we could see some heavy sell off, which brought Nifty back to 17,816. But then, yes, of course, Nifty did close in the positive yesterday. FIIs continued to buy. They are buying they have bought for 1,196 crores, while DIAs sold for 131 crores. So right now, both of them have turned buyers, net buyers yesterday. But then it is kind of still a question. Then who actually brought the market down in the last 1 hour? So that looks like probably people who had a long positions had squared off, and that's probably something that can happen. But then apart from that, one thing that we could see is the kind of fear the market has, because the US monetary policy meeting has begun yesterday. So today is the conclusion, and today or tonight, I would say Indian time, because in the US at 2:30 p.m. we have the Federal Reserve Chairman Jerome Powell coming out and talking about the monetary policy as well as the interest rate hike. So it is kind of confirmed that it could be just under 75 basis point hike, but then it all depends on how the commentary would come from him after the meeting. So if it is a hawkish comment, then that could actually bring the market again falling down, and any dovish comment can kind of bring a big rally. So there is a big movement either on the downside or the upside expected for tomorrow. So if a big movement comes in US, same thing is going to be affected, and we might see a gap up or a gap down opening tomorrow. So that's something that we need to watch out. So US market, if you see, was kind of opened with a gap down yesterday, and during that time, in fact, we could see that SGX Nifty was also indicating almost a 200 point downwards. But from there, sorry, from there, the US markets kind of tried to recover, but then after the last 1 hour, could see another big fall in the US, and led the entire market downwards. So SGX Nifty was really down last night, but then after that, we could see the Nifty kind of, not Nifty, the SGX Nifty kind of reversing. So we could see some recovery, majorly because the Dow futures were kind of up in the morning, and that gave some positivity back to SGX Nifty. So right now, as we speak, SGX Nifty is still, after the slight upward movement, is still showing almost a 100 point gap down. So we might see a gap down opening today, and that actually can be really good for Gold Club members, because all the trades that we've taken should actually give out some good profits in the morning itself. So that's something that we look forward to book. Apart from that, if you look at the market, Indian Qs, brokerage firm Jeffries has actually given a buy call on Reliance. So they have in fact raised the target to 3,080. So that's something really good. If at all Reliance try to start moving upwards, this could actually give strength to Nifty, and probably can help recover from the gap down opening that's happening. So that's something that needs to be watched out. Mahindra and Mahindra is also news, as they have proposed to acquire almost 17% stake in Swaraj engines from Kirloskar. And if that works, then they would be increasing the stake in the company from existing 34.72% to 52%. So that's something really good for Mahindra. So though it is just a proposal, of course, probably this could give some positivity there as well. In fact, if you look at yesterday's market, the major rally was actually powered by auto sector and also the metal sector. So IT sector is still lacking behind. So we could actually look forward for the IT sector to start recovering now. So in fact, yesterday also, when I was looking at the US market, even though Dow Jones and S&P 500 were kind of all the three, though it ended down, major weakness was seen in Dow Jones and S&P 500 rather than Nasdaq. So Nasdaq was kind of still better looking, I would say. So in that case, probably that could slowly give some recovery to IT, but not today because the market would be cautious about the Federal Reserve meeting outcome. So that's something that we will wait for. So apart from that, the interesting news comes from Adani, as the Ambuja Cement and ACC acquisition has been completed by Adani, and just as gets completed, he has pledged the entire stake in ACC and Ambuja with foreign banks to fund his acquisition. So that's an interesting way. So this is what happens in business, and money has not he has not spent a single rupee kind of, and he's got the ownership of the company as well. So that's what's happening across that Adani side. Well, coming to the Asian markets, if you see as on today, the markets are kind of again mixed. In fact, the entire global markets are kind of cautious about it, and we can see Korea down by 0.8%, Hong Kong down by 1.61%, Shanghai is also down by 0.44%, and Japan is down by 1.3%. In fact, entire global markets are almost in the negative, and we could see yesterday European markets also closing in the negative in spite of being positive during the day. So, like I said, Reliance is only hope for Indian market right now. So if Reliance works some magic, probably we could see the Nifty holding. Otherwise, we could see Nifty falling further. But however, I don't expect Nifty to go much lower. However, 17,000 could be a very important level. But on the lower side, I would say 17,500 is the most important support right now. And if 17,500 is broken, only then we need to worry about the next part. But apart from that, if you're looking at on the higher side, 17,900 is a very important resistance, and until that is broken, I don't expect it to go back to 18,000. So 17,900 is something that needs to be watched out on the higher side. So with that, looking forward to yet another profitable week at Gold Club. We are already sitting with some really good profits this week, and we should be booking some more profits in the next 2 days. And tomorrow being the expiry, definitely a lot of expiry related volatility is going to kick in, and definitely that's going to continue for the entire month, I would say. That is another 1 week. So until next expiry. So this is going to continue, and of course, I am expecting some sell-off in Indian market also by end of the day. So that's something that we need to watch out for. And if it's a good fall, then probably we would take some positions in the put side, making some way for some good profits for tomorrow's expiry. So with that, this is Srikant Rajan signing off until we catch up tomorrow morning. Tomorrow's expiry day trading, and I'm sure Gold Plus will be totally active. So let us look forward to yet another great week ahead. So with that, this is Srikant signing off. But before we leave, do press the like button if you love the content that we share, and do share this podcast with your friends and relatives to help them learn and invest together with us. Goodbye. Have a great day.